Hello everyone and welcome to today's video where we're going to explore one of the most practical aspects of working with DuckDB, choosing between in-memory and persistent databases. This choice can have a significant impact on your workflow, performance and data safety. So understanding the differences is crucial for getting the most out of DuckDB. Let's start with the basics. DuckDB gives you the flexibility to work in two primary modes, in-memory and persistent. The in-memory mode, as the name suggests, keeps your entire database in RAM without writing anything to disk. The persistent mode, on the other hand, stores your database in a file on disk, ensuring your data survives between sessions. To create an in-memory database in DuckDB, you use a special connection string, memory. That's it now. You're working with a database that exists purely in your computer's memory. It's clean, it's fast, and it's temporary. For a persistent database, you simply provide a file path instead. Something like connection equals duckdb.connect as mydata.db. With this approach, DuckDB creates a file called mydata.db on your disk, where it stores all your tables, indexes, and other database objects. Now let's talk about the performance characteristics of these two approaches. In-memory operations are typically much faster. We're talking about a 2 to 5 times speed improvement compared to persistent operations. This performance boost comes from eliminating disk I/O overhead, which is often a bottleneck in database operations. However, and this is important to note, this performance gap tends to narrow as your data sets get larger. Why? Because with larger data sets, the memory access patterns become more important than the actual storage medium speed. When data doesn't fit neatly in CPU caches, the penalty for random memory access starts to add up, whether that memory is RAM or disk-backed. One of the most significant differences between these two modes is memory management. In-memory databases must fit entirely in your available RAM. If you're working with a 16 GB dataset on a machine with 8 GB of RAM, you're going to run into problems with an in-memory database. Persistent databases, on the other hand, can exceed available RAM because DuckDB efficiently pages data in and out of memory as needed. This makes persistent databases suitable for datasets that are many times larger than your available RAM. Let's talk about durability, which is a critical consideration for many applications. Persistent databases in DuckDB offer durability through sophisticated mechanisms, like write-ahead logging and regular checkpoints. What this means in practice is that your data survives crashes, power failures, and system restarts. You can shut down your computer abruptly, and when you restart, your data will still be there. In-memory databases, by contrast, provide no durability by default. When your session ends, your data is gone. However, DuckDB does offer manual save operations if you want to persist your in-memory data at specific points. You can export your data to a file or even copy it to a persistent database when needed. The differences between these modes make them suitable for different use cases. In-memory databases excel at data exploration and one-off analysis tasks. If you're a data scientist quickly loading a CSV file or Parquet dataset for investigation, the in-memory mode gives you the speed you need without the overhead of managing disk storage. The transient nature of in-memory databases actually matches the workflow of initial data exploration, where you're trying different approaches and don't necessarily need to save every intermediate result. Persistent databases, meanwhile, are essential for production applications where data must be preserved between application restarts. The durability guarantees ensure that transactions are properly recorded and can be recovered, making persistent databases suitable for more than just analytical workloads. They can handle operational data that needs to be safely stored for the long term. What's particularly powerful about DuckDB is that it allows for hybrid approaches. You can develop and test your queries in memory for speed, then execute final operations on a persistent database. You can even copy or attach databases between in-memory and persistent instances, combining the benefits of both approaches in a single workflow. An interesting technical detail about persistent databases in DuckDB is that they use memory-mapped files as an intermediary between pure in-memory and pure disk-based approaches. This technique allows the operating system to efficiently manage which parts of the database file are kept in memory, providing a balanced approach to performance. It's like having the best of both worlds, the speed of memory for frequently accessed data and the capacity of disk for everything else. Let's talk about backup and recovery options, which are often overlooked until you actually need them. Persistent databases can be backed up by simply copying the .db file when the database is not in use. It's a straightforward process that's easy to automate. In-memory databases require explicit export operations to preserve data beyond the current session. You might use commands like export database or export tables individually to files. DuckDB also allows you to fine-tune your configuration based on your chosen mode. For in-memory databases, you can allocate more aggressive memory budgets for operations since you know the database itself is already in memory. For persistent databases, you can tune parameters like buffer pool size and checkpoint frequency to balance performance and durability based on your specific needs. Let me share some practical advice on choosing between these modes. If you're doing exploratory data analysis, quick transformations, or one-time queries, the in-memory mode is probably your best bet. It's fast, it's simple, and you don't have to worry about managing database files. That's all we have in this video. I hope you have learned something new today. Let's see in the next video.